Is it good? Not really, but like it could be worse. It does get worse, I will say. Hello friends, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, you already know from the title what it is, but I am trying to read every single morning for a week. And this might not sound like a big deal for some of you, but for me, I'm not a morning person. I don't really enjoy getting up early that much. On one hand, I love being productive and feeling good in the morning and like getting things done before anyone else is awake. But also, I'm kind of like, sleep, you know? So there's both of those sides. Then again, I'm also not a night person or like an afternoon person either, so I don't know what's up. But I wanted to try this challenge because I originally saw Emma Books do this a couple weeks ago. I'll link her video down below if you have any interest to check it out. But basically, she did the same kind of thing. She read every morning for a week and I was like, that sounds like fun. Yeah, there's two reasons why I wanted to try this challenge kind of thing. One, because NaNoWriMo is coming up in November and I was like, I need time to read and the morning's a perfect time to read because I'm not doing anything else besides like, you know, sleeping. That's why I wanted to try it because I'm like, if it works well, that means I can kind of like write for NaNoWriMo in the morning. And I also wanted to try it because I have been on a horrible reading schedule these last 2 months. I'm gonna post a wrap-up video next week and it's gonna be so bad because I read like nothing. But I wanted to try to get like my page count up every day. I figured if I read every day, that's gonna give me a better chance of finishing a book than not reading every day. You know? Those are the two reasons of why I wanted to do this, and I was kind of excited to try it and see what would happen and if this kind of morning routine would kind of work for me. But yeah, that's why I'm doing it, and I'm glad I did just to see how it worked out. My two rules with this challenge is one, to finish reading before 8 a.m. I want to try to get it before like I start school or just like early morning times because that's the goal, to like do it in the mornings. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like early morning anytime past that really. And so that was the goal there. And also number two, just to not use my phone before reading. I don't normally use my phone very much in the morning anyways, but I just wanted to throw that one in there as well, just to like another kind of thing to keep me focused on the task at hand. Throughout this video, you're gonna see how I did. I have like a bunch of clips of me looking somewhat like a potato early in the morning, so my apologies in advance. But you're gonna see me popping in and out, just talking about certain things, and yeah, I recorded like how tired I was before and after reading, how many pages I read, and what time I read at, and so we'll discuss those throughout the video, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys throughout the video. Alrighty, so it is officially day one, and it is 7:22 a.m., so I am before 8 o'clock, which was the goal. This morning, I'm gonna be reading Renegade. This is my current read that I'm borrowing from my friend actually, and I'm interested to see how much I'll read in like a solid half an hour, especially in the morning. Yeah, I'd say that's basically everything, and I'm kind of excited to see how this challenge goes throughout the week. So I'm just looking at my phone for like the notes I took and the stats, and so I read from 7:26 to 7:56. I read 31 pages, and the tiredness before and after was a 5 to a 4. So needless to say, I was excited yet pretty tired for this challenge because I don't really want to wake up an extra half hour early plus like an extra 10 minutes to like set up a camera and like all that kind of stuff and like try to look presentable enough, you know? And so, you know, not being a morning person, as I already said, made this kind of hard, but I had passion. I was excited. 31 pages in half an hour. Is it good? Not really, but like it could be worse. It does get worse, I will say, but it's not too bad for a first day. So, day two didn't happen because I slept in. I had band in the morning and I think I honestly just forgot. Like I think I set my alarm clock earlier. I woke up, I saw how early it was set. I'm like, why did I set my alarm so early? So I went back to bed. Yeah. And then by the time I realized what I was missing, I was like, I have to go to band now in the morning. And so I didn't have any time to read. And so I was like, that's a perfect way to start off this challenge. On day two, already forgetting to read in the morning. Really great, you know? Hello everyone. It is currently 7:24 a.m. on Wednesday, so I've made it before my goal to start reading, which is 7:30. I'm still reading Renegades, and yesterday I didn't do this, as you know, but The first day I did it, I actually liked reading in the morning because I felt more productive, and it was just nice because I felt like I was starting my day off with something good. So I'm hoping I'll get the same kind of feeling for today. I actually like it better today because we have a late start day at my school. Basically meaning instead of starting at 8:30, we start at 9:30, which is just better for the overall sleep schedules, you know? And so we're gonna start reading, and yeah. It's okay, now we have day 3. Day 3 was better than day 2, you know? So I read from 7:27 to 7:57. I read 23 pages, and the tiredness before and after was a 4 to a 5. So at least I read this morning, you know? There's that. 23 pages was pretty bad. I do remember that after I shut the camera off to do like my little time-lapse thing of me reading, I basically almost fell asleep. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I really tried to read, but I kind of napped for an extra 5 minutes because I was tired. And so, was it a very successful day? Not really, but it was better than day 2, where I did no reading. So at least there's that. Always looking at the positives. That's what you gotta do. Hello everyone, today is Thursday at 6:59 a.m. so we're just making it before the time I want to start reading in the morning. Today I've actually had time to like get dressed before reading, so that's fun. I definitely think that has helped me get more awake, so that might impact my awakeness, tiredness score for the day. I've actually made like a lot of progress on this book. I find reading in the morning, no matter how many pages I read, I'm more encouraged to like read later throughout the day because I'm like, I want to get my page count up to feel like I'm reading more. And so right now I'm at page 247, and I think a couple days ago I was at like 104 or something like that. And so I've made a lot of progress on this book, all considering. Over the past couple months I have not read as many books as I would want to, which really sucks, but we're still going. And so far this book is a solid book. Like, I don't know what I would rate it yet, but I'm enjoying it. So there's that. Let us welcome another morning full of reading, and we'll see how it goes. Day 4, I read from 7:01 to 7:31. I read 38 pages, and my tiredness from before to after was a 5 to a 3, so probably one of my more successful days, all considering. I had a pretty good page count total, which was 38 pages, which is one of the higher ones throughout this challenge, and this was like the first day my page count was good and I wasn't too tired afterwards. And so from this day I was like, maybe I'm progressing, maybe I'm becoming the morning person I've always wanted to be. And then the next day hit. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is Friday and it is currently around 6:45, and I just kind of woke up and I'm still in bed because I want to read. I gotta say, I kind of slept past my alarm a little bit, and so I'm kind of really tired, but like, we're ready to read this book. Honestly, I wish I was better at doing this in the morning because I would love to like be a morning person and read and do stuff. But then in the nighttime, there's no way I can just go to bed early and then have the willpower to wake up early all the time. So yeah, but we're still reading Renegades. I'm slowly but surely like making my way through it, so that's exciting at least. And yeah, we're gonna read a little bit now. That's about it. So I read a bit earlier on this day. I read from 6:45 to 7:15, and I only read 25 pages, and my tiredness before and after went from a 5 to a 4. Basically, I was tired yet still trying my best, and I definitely almost fell asleep a couple times while filming it as well, but like, I still did it. I did read a little bit earlier than I normally did. Normally I was in like the 7 o'clock range, but today I actually made it into like the 6 o'clock range too. But yeah, our next day is actually a really good one, so let's talk about that one. Good morning everyone. It is Saturday, 7:49, so I'm not gonna finish reading before 8, but like I still am gonna finish reading this morning relatively close to the time, so it's okay. I'm just kind of chilling because I have like work later and I had work yesterday, and so I just want to relax for a couple minutes before I gotta like get up and do things. And so my book's going good. I'm at like past the 300 page mark, which is exciting. And yeah, this challenge is kind of annoying but kind of good at the same time. But so far I'm enjoying reading every day because I like making progress in my book because I have not finished a book in like so long. Let's get reading. Day 5, other than the time that I read from 7:50 to 8:20. It was Saturday, so I didn't have to get up as early. I know I was supposed to read before 8, but your girl was not having it that day. But other than that, I actually had the best reading day, which was 86 pages in the half hour, which is the best I did. And my tiredness before and after was a 5 to a 3, which is actually really, really good because I woke up tired as per usual and actually had success with this reading challenge. So that's always exciting. I kind of looked dead on the inside, but the reading went well. So that's like all that matters, you know? Good morning, my dudes. It is 7:33 a.m. on Sunday. We are still reading Renegades and kind of excited for the challenge to be done because I'm tired and I just want to sleep in. However, I'm also enjoying being productive in the morning. So there's kind of like two sides to this. So I don't really know how I feel about this challenge quite yet. We're going strong. I'm excited to finish this book. Hopefully I can finish it by my last day tomorrow because I only have like 100 or so pages left. So hopefully that will come together. Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna start on reading and we're gonna see if I end up falling asleep. Day 6, I basically didn't sleep in too much. I read from 7:34 to 8:04, which is actually pretty good. I read 40 pages and my tiredness before and after was a 4 to a 2, which is like pretty solid, you know? Like this is probably the best day we've seen in like growth because I'm the least amount of tired and I have one of the best page counts I've had all week, which is really exciting for me. And even though I was tired a bit in the beginning, I felt really productive, which was one of the goals I wanted to have during this challenge because as I kind of talked about earlier, as much as I want to sleep, I also like feeling productive in the morning because there's just a rush you get when you're like doing something in the morning when everyone else is sleeping, when you're just like, man, I just accomplished all these tasks and people are out here still sleeping. It's like, you're just like, wow, I'm amazing. And so I kind of got that feeling a bit as I was doing this challenge and seeing myself do well. And yeah, I was really enjoying it on day 6. It is currently exactly 7 a.m., which means we're right on time, not really, to read this book. And I'm actually so proud of myself for doing this because I started this book like at like the 100-page mark before this challenge and now I'm like practically done. Like I have this amount of pages at like less than 50, I want to say. And I've been like in a huge reading slump these past 2 months and like I've almost finished a book. And so just from that alone, I'd say this challenge is pretty much worth it. But today's the last day of reading in the morning. I'm gonna read for half an hour as per usual. And yeah, I'm really excited to finish this book because one, I'll have finished the book, which is great, but also like I want to know how it ends. So there's that too.
20 minutes later.
Guys, I finished the book with 10 minutes to spare. Yay! This book is so long, it's over 500 pages, and I finally finished it. I'm so happy. And lastly, day 7. So as you saw, I finished Renegades, which was super exciting. And I think because I was so excited, I forgot to record the stats on how I did, like when I read and how many pages. But I did finish the book, so that got me really excited. I did not feel tired afterwards because I finished the book, and that was so exciting to me because I've been reading it for just over a week, I think, since I started the challenge. And so yeah, I'm really happy I did it, and it just made me really, really excited for doing this challenge because I saw actual results in the end. Because as you'll see in my wrap-up video next week, I have read really nothing in these past 2 months. I think I read 3 books, I want to say, in the last 2 months, which is not very good, all considering. Like, that's kind of like, it's just not good. Like, sometimes I've been able to read like 5, 6, 7, 8 books in a month, and then this month I've read like 1 or 2. It's not very good. And so reading Renegades really made me feel productive, not only in my like everyday life, but also in my reading life, because I was like, I did something, I accomplished something, I can mark this book as done on Goodreads, and it was amazing. So yeah, I don't have the stats for day 7, but overall I have pretty good feelings about day 7, and that was my last day of the reading challenge, and I'm curious to think, looking back now, if I continued it, would my results have continued to improve, or would I still be tired? And so it was like a week-long experiment, but I definitely think I will try this for NaNoWriMo, at least in the beginning of the weeks. I don't know if I'm really gonna commit to NaNoWriMo, but I feel committed right now. And so I think it's gonna be a great method for me to wake up an extra half hour to get as many words down as I can before like my day officially starts. And so I definitely think this challenge like set me up for like the mindset and the understanding of everything that needs to be done, and like when I have to wake wake up and all that kind of stuff, so I have that extra half an hour in my morning. Overall, would I recommend this challenge or trying out this kind of thing? Yes, I would. However, I would say you have to commit for like at least a week, because if you only do a couple days, you're just gonna be like, forget it, I'm tired, and go to sleep. However, on my 7th day, that was actually like my best overall day in terms of like tiredness, page count, etc, etc. Overall good feelings, and so I definitely commit to at least a week, maybe 2. I can't speak from my own experience because I only did 1, but I would definitely recommend committing to it for a week or 2 and see how you do. Definitely like give yourself enough sleep so you're not dead tired in the morning, so you actually can stay awake, because I know I definitely had some times where I was like kind of falling asleep during reading. So that's one thing there. Also, pick something you're excited about, because I also had a book club book I could have been reading, and you know, that was not a thing that I wanted to do, you know? So I would definitely recommend picking a book you're gonna be interested in, or doing something you're gonna be interested in, rather than something you're just forcing yourself to do, because especially that early in the morning, you're not really gonna want to do it. But yeah, overall, I would recommend it, and I would call it a successful challenge for myself, because I finished a book after so long. It was so nice. It was great. So yeah, that kind of concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some kind of value in it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you've ever done a challenge like this, if you read in the morning as like a normal thing. Let me know how you guys think about it, or if you would ever try something like this, because I know how it was for me, but I'm curious to think if you guys would try it as well, or if it works for you and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. So until then, bye.